Good afternoon. My name is Antonio Abernathy. On the road, better known as the Guardian Knight. Today I'm doing a video to talk to America about the trucking industry. Um, like I said in the last video, my thing is to aware the public of dealing with the truck drivers on the road. We as drivers, I'm adding myself, even though I'm disabled, that we all have to share the road together. And like I said in my last video, and to aware the public about never, and I'll say this to you guys that are listening to this video, never, America, whenever you coming up on a truck, and I say this constantly, I say this at America, I'm at y'all mercy. Whenever you coming up on a truck, never ride along the side with him. Because, like I said in my last video, you never know when he's going to blow a cap. You never know when he's going to blow a steer tire. You never know when he's even going to lose a tire. I said in my last video, I had a tire to blow. It didn't blow. The tire rolled off. Okay? And it was the grace of God that the first one went off. It was about to take out a UPS driver, or we call him Buster Brown. It was about to take out a UPS driver that was pulling a set of pups. Better than devil trailers. Okay? Which is bad. All right? He literally had to swerve out of the way to keep from getting ringed by the tires that came off my trailer. And in reality, it was my fault. It was my fault. I can't say, oh, it was the company fault. They didn't do it. It was my fault. Because my job as a driver is to do pre-trip inspection and post-trip inspection. Meaning, I have to thoroughly look over that vehicle and make sure that it's safe to drive on that highway. All right. And that being said, had the cars been right behind me, oh, it would have rolled over one of those cars. It would have killed whoever was in the car, because those tires weigh close to 350, close to 400 pounds. And I was going with the speed of traffic, and the traffic was running right at about maybe 60 miles an hour. So when that tire came off, the weird part was it went backwards, and it would have killed whoever the occupants were in the car. It would have killed them. Not only that, and it was it was right at rush hour in Charlotte, North Carolina. And that's the reason why I tell people, and I'm telling y'all, whatever you do, when you come up on a tractor trailer, please, and I say it loudly, please, don't ride along the side of him. Either, if you can outrun him, back off and let him go. Let him go down the road. Back off. He might be going faster than you. Back off. If he's going slower than you, you come around him, get around him as quick as you can. Get away from him quick as you can. Because you never know when he's going to blow a steer, a cap, or a tire fly off the truck. And it's happened. Also, it can even catch on fire. I've had bearings, wheel bearings, to heat up and blaze and catch on fire. Okay? And you don't know when they do that, you don't know what could happen, because when they blaze up, they hadn't blown up yet. So therefore, it means you got a chance that it's getting ready to blow. And if you're right there in your car and it blows, it hits you, I would just say this. Not making a funny or anything. Hope you got your insurance paid up, because it's going to literally kill you. That's the reason why I'm telling the public, America, when you're coming up on a truck, don't run on the side with him. And, and I'm going to say this. Some of y'all crazy, because I've seen folk, and I'm going to say this to all y'all. You guys and women, quit trying to entertain these guys. I've been in my truck and seen men and women having sex driving down the road. And that is the most dangerous, and I'll say idiotic thing to do. It's crazy. I mean, you put your life at risk. You trying to show this driver what you working with. That's a dumbfound thing. You want me to be real with y'all that's here to listen to this? And I'm not talking to the truck drivers. I'm talking about to the America public. Okay, Joe Public and Sue Public. Y'all gonna do that. Go in a truck stop. Pull in and ride around and let them see you do it then. Advertise. You know, because that's all you're doing. All right? Don't do it on the highway. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy. It's crazy. Don't do that. Because you put yourself in jeopardy. You put your life in danger. America, here's the other thing. You know that you got a lot of guys out there, and I'll say this, that are not, trying to think of the word. Let's put it this way. They're not friendly. All right. And you run up on them and you messing with them. Okay. Because you feel like, I don't like truck drivers, or I just want to mess with this truck driver. Well, you don't know if that guy is a killer. Because let me break something down to y'all. Just because he's driving in a truck don't mean he's a killer. I'll give you an example. True story. I used to run out in San Francisco. I used to pick up in Berkeley. And I used to go up to Mandras, Oregon, or I go up to Seattle, or I go to Portland from Berkeley. Okay. Well, on the way up to Oregon, there's a little town up there called Scranton, California. And they had an incident some years ago. A guy was snatching women, but they didn't know what he was driving. They didn't know what he's driving or who he was. Well, make a long story short, a guy was a driver, drops his trailer at the truck stop, goes to the police department. I don't know if he had a change of heart or what, but he goes in and brings to the cop a severed breast from a woman. He brought the woman's breast in a baggie and brought it in. They thought it was fake, but it was real. And he told him he done it, and took them. Apparently, he must have took them to where he dug holes in the ground and put the bodies. And I think there was like 3 or 4 women. It might have been 3 or 4. I can't remember how many it was. But this true story. He was a truck driver. I don't know what company he drove for. And why? What possessed it? Well, I ain't going to go there, but we know what possessed him to do it. First, it was himself. Okay? And that's for starters. But one thing we know, he didn't have God in him. Because if he did, he never would have done it. But I'm just saying this. America, you don't want to chance no driver out there. Because you don't know what's on that driver's mind. Okay? He might be in a state of mind he just want to go and kill somebody. But he's a truck driver. Oh, they're out there. Rest for sure of that. Rest for sure, just because he's driving in a semi-truck, don't make him a good guy. Okay? Like I said, you got him out there. And all I'm saying is, don't tempt the driver. Leave individuals alone. You know, just leave them be. Leave them be. If they threw you the bird, they flipped you off the New York #1 sign, let it go. Let it go. Because just as well as you got people in cars full of road rage, you got truck drivers that's full of road rage. Excuse me. And stories that you don't hear about. You don't hear about it, but it's but it's happening. Sure is. It's happening every day. And I'm just warning you guys out there, America. I'm letting y'all know. This is not to the truck drivers. This is to America. This is to warn America of how to deal with truck drivers on the road. And this is one of my second videos that I'm going to come out with a bunch of more. But before it's all said and done, I want the public to know our job is to serve the people. We serve America. I'm still in the heart, meaning here, in mind. I'm still a truck driver. I'm still a truck driver. It's in my blood because the Almighty Father knows if He give me this eye back, you rest for sure. I go back to school, I go back to a refresher course. Don't take but a minute. Once I get that diesel smoke in my blood, that's it. It's over. It's over. I'm running down the road with my head on fire. But I ain't acting no fool, but I'm going to be a happy camper, happy as a lark. I'd do anything right now to be back on the road. You drivers that talking about they don't like it, well, I don't understand why you don't like it, but I love it and I miss it. I miss it more than anything in my life. Right now, I'll be honest with you. If God let me come back on the road and I didn't make no money, I'd have been happy just to be driving a truck. As long as He give me enough food to eat, clothes, give me some clothes to wear, I'll be happy. I would be happy because I miss it. I miss it. See, right now, the good thing is all my kids literally are grown. That's one thing I don't even have to worry about no more. I don't have to worry about that no more. But people, I'm kind of getting off the track here. See, that shows you how much I miss driving. But people, I'm saying, America, I love driving a truck. And my thing was that I love doing was to see that America had a job to go to. I love seeing America have those blue jeans they want to put on. Them frosted flakes they wanted to eat in the morning. That delicious yogurt they like to eat. That different types of flavored water they like to drink. I hauled all that stuff. All that stuff. You name it. I just about hauled it. Except for livestock and cars. I've hauled just about everything else. Okay? And I did it because it kept America going. Not only me. Millions of other drivers out there just like me. Just like me. It's in my blood. Okay? It's in my blood. And you don't lose it. It never gets out of your blood. Just because I haven't been on the road since 2004 don't mean I still can't drive a truck. Oh, yes, I can. Just like riding a bike. End of story. America, all I'm saying is this. The videos that I'll be shooting here the next several weeks, I'm going to be shooting to let you guys know what y'all need to know and how to deal with fellow drivers. Okay? You know exactly how to deal with it. This is for all the public. And I'm just alerting y'all, giving y'all an up and up on what you need to know and how to interact with all the fellow truck drivers. And I say that fellow, I mean all men and women. Okay? And like I said, I say this before I go. You got good drivers and you got bad drivers. Okay? And the good try to outweigh the bad, but it still leaves, no matter how it goes, it still leaves a black mark on all drivers when a bad driver go out and make the good drivers look bad. Okay? But like I said, America, we have to take the good with the bad. Okay? And work with them. That's bottom line. Just like y'all got to work with us and we have to work with you. America, we got to work with you. This is the only way this thing is going to go. You know, we need to quit pointing fingers at each other. You know, those truck drivers, those four-wheelers, Okay? We got to learn to share the road together. End of story. We got to learn to share the road together. I'm not talking about, well, drivers, they ain't showing us no respect and the government ain't showing us respect. Let's do this. No, it ain't about that. I mean, if it did come about that, it wouldn't be because of what the people thought of truck drivers. It would be because the fact that way the government is doing the trucking industry. That's what it would all come down to. If it come down to striking anything, if that ever happened, it would be because the way the government is doing the trucking industry, not because of the way the people act towards truck drivers. No. People, America, I'm just here to let you know the trucking industry is your best friend and always will be and always has been, and it will never change. Can nothing change that? On that note, my fellow Americans, we as truck drivers, myself, we love making this country run. Not only the trucking industry, the rail, the air freight, and seaports. We all work in conjunction. We all work together. See, it shouldn't be no foot race and no challenge to see who can outdo the one. We all supposed to work in conjunction like gears meshing together. Okay? That's it. That being said, my fellow Americans, I'm going to have more videos on how for America to interact with the men and women of the trucking industry. Now, I can't speak on the rail, but I can only speak on the trucking industry. I can speak on the trucking. Now, I'm not cutting the rail down because, like I said again, we all work together. We all work together. We all work together. But I can only speak on the industry that I'm in. That's it. I can't tell you about the rail industry because I don't know about the rail industry. But I know that we work together. That I do know. But like I said, I will be talking to you guys on more things about how to interact with the trucking industry. That being said, this be your man. My name is better known as Antonio Abernathy, but on the road, it's the Guardian Knight. I'm the only. If there's any more Guardian Knights out there, I don't know. I know I started the name back in 1989. I don't know who's first, who's last, but I know I am the Guardian Knight, the one and only, the original, sometimes imitated but mostly duplicated. And like I say on the road, I tell you, American people, like we say on the Super Bowl channel, that's channel 6, we easing back and we back out quiet.